I built this enclosure for a client to house a group of emerald tree skinks. I'll show you how I made it from start to finish. This is Exo Terra's largest enclosure, measuring 36 by 18 by 36 inches. To begin, I lay the enclosure on its back and begin spreading GE1 brand silicone. While it's still wet, I add pieces of egg crate. This provides texture for the great stuff foam to stick to. Let everything dry overnight. Take off the doors to prevent them falling during the foaming process. Begin adding your pieces of cork bark. I chose a good mix of rounds as well as flats to provide different textures. Grab a can of great stuff pond and stone foam. After adding the nozzle, shake the can vigorously for 30 to 45 seconds. In order to make this method work, you have to work fast and efficiently. The foam cures in only 5 to 10 minutes, so I begin foaming underneath only the cork bark, leaving the areas that will be exposed for last. Make your pattern as random as you can. I use swirls, it seems to flow the easiest. Foaming straight lines will look unnatural in the end. The pattern you make will be visible. When all areas have been foamed, take some sphagnum moss and begin sprinkling it all over the background. When you're satisfied with the moss, cover the rest with coconut fiber. If the moss or coconut fiber is not completely dry, it will not stick. Finally, give everything a gentle tap to press everything in firmly. Let everything dry overnight, and in the morning, lift it up to tap off all the excess. I think it turned out great, and it is so much easier to do than the traditional carving and then following up with silicone. It's also far more porous this way to allow better plant growth. Let's bring this thing to life. The first layer to go down is your drainage layer. I'm using a mixture of charcoal and pumice. Ideally, you'd want 2 or more inches of depth. Once everything is flat and level, add the substrate mesh barrier. This keeps your bioactive substrate from mixing into your drainage layer. Time to add bioactive substrate. If you'd like to know what mix I'm using, check out my past videos for my substrate recipe. For the hardscape, I'm adding more cork bark as well as sandblasted manzanita. These are my go-to choices for most tropical bioactive builds. They hold up well in humidity and look absolutely phenomenal. Manzanita is such a gnarly wood. Now that the hardscape is done, let's add some plants. Heartleaf philodendron, tillandsia, xerographica, earth star bromeliads, as well as some other various vines. For heating and lighting, I added a mini deep dome with a 35-watt Arcadia halogen, a luminized T5 6% UVB, and a luminized 34-inch LED. To hold an extra humidity on the screen top, I added a Zoom-Ed silicone cover. This is how the enclosure looks after around a month of growth. Everything is looking lush and beautiful. If you made it this far in the video, please like, share, and comment. It really helps out our channel. Or stop by our retail location located in Tucson, Arizona. With the enclosure complete, we load it into the back of the truck to send it home.